We got some big breaking news in relation to Madam Web. And if you were expecting some good news here, well,
I've got some bad news.
as the director of Madam Web has confirmed that this film is standalone, not connected to any other live-action iteration of Spider-Man that we've seen so far.
What?
Oh, Sony. Just as soon as I get excited, you manage to drop the ball and quite possibly have the only guy that was on YouTube going, yeah, I'm kind of like turning around on this. I actually want to get excited for this. I hope for the best. They go ahead and do something like this and state something like this. But at least I guess they're getting ahead of it instead of lying to people about, hey, a Tom will appear in this or maybe there's a Spider-Man in this. But yeah, this comes at us from the director of the film, who does have experience with shared worlds as they did work on Jessica Jones and The Defenders, so, there was a little bit of a pedigree here. But director S.J. Clarkson did confirm that when she helmed the film, that initially there was talks about what to do with this film in terms of the bigger size and scope of the Spider-Man universe, but the decision was made that this would be standalone. It is not connected to Venom, Morbius, or Kraven the Hunter. And she said, and I quote, she's definitely in a standalone world, referencing Madam Web, the main one played by Dakota Johnson. And then she followed up with this, and I quote, I was able to just have free reins and let the movie be what it needed to be as opposed to trying to force it into something. That was a gift in a way, to be able to take something and bring a fresh and I hope original take on it, end quote. So while I do appreciate that and that at least it wasn't a forced hand, remember, there's plenty of reports that they did in fact pivot a couple of times, especially during reshoots because they screwed up. Now, whether or not this is just hearsay by insiders and
scoopers,
who really knows? But, it's kind of a dumb thing. Like, you would probably want to tie it to something, so hopefully it gets more eyes on it. Or maybe this is just a straight-up lie, and it is going to connect to it. Remember, Venom 2. At the end, we're like, oh, wow. They're really going to the MCU, huh? And then it happens. So, I guess it's just a wait and see, but if those people that were excited for this film specifically because of what Spider-Man might appear, it sounds like you might be disappointed for more than one reason watching this film.